And I'm holding this camera. I'm trying to figure out a way to hide my double chin, what angle to go to. And it's like, man, you can put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig. Luckily, one of the advantages of getting old, and I'll be 55 next month, is that you just really stop caring, of what other people think. And especially in looks, it's like you realize that it's fleeting, that it's fading. Yeah. So I don't know. I guess there are certainly some people my age or older who are captivated by vanity, let's say. Get all the surgery and all that stuff. Just constantly worrying about it. And I mean, it's good. I mean, you don't want to get, like 300 pounds or anything. But at 55, I'm not going to be in the same shape I was, when I was 21. So anyhow, sorry, I'm just rambling. That's not why I started this video. It's January 3rd, 2026. And man, I'm just really disappointed in our government, not on all things, but in a particular area. That would be, universal health care. A lot of people depend upon Obamacare, the ACA, for health insurance, and they're being priced out of being able to take care of themselves and their families. And this is just, I don't know how, as a country, we don't address this. Every other Western nation has universal health care. And it's better in some areas, worse in others. I read about a guy in Canada, I think last week, who died after 8 hours waiting in the emergency room from a cardiac event. So I'm not saying that universal health care is this, amazing, never fail type of construct. But still, even shitty health care is better than no health care. Okay? And there's no reason for it to be shitty. I mean, man, we just, this morning I woke up, our country had removed a man sitting in power in South America, another continent away, overnight. We can do that. We can send people to Mars and the moon and all this other stuff, man. But you're telling me that just somehow American ingenuity ends when it comes to healthcare. Now, one thing that Trump's done that I really like is the prescription medication stuff, okay? I think he should have led with that in 2020. Hell, maybe we wouldn't have had to suffer through Biden and Harris. But regardless, and like I said, and the Democrats are to blame for this too, man. When the ACA was enacted, Obama had the presidency, he had Congress, he had the Senate. For 2 years, they had this. And I understand Obama didn't want to be divisive and, shove things down the Republicans' throats, so to say. But I really wish he had been more forceful and we'd gotten something better than the ACA. The ACA Still, shit health insurance, but it's still better than nothing. And now these families don't even have that. America is, in my opinion, the greatest nation on earth. Okay. We're certainly, by any measurable statistic, the most generous nation on earth. We've got our problems. But healthcare doesn't have to be one of them. That's all I'm saying, man. If we really wanted to address the problem, we could. And the fact that we don't says pretty much everything you need to know on this subject about the American culture, the American zeitgeist, about what we want in our politicians. So, but I do like the cheaper medication stuff. I just wish that Trump and the Republicans were sincere about having a plan to replace the ACA, but they don't. I don't think they do. I think they're just going to let the ACA die of a million cuts. So anyhow, Happy New Year to everybody. Hope you're doing well. Bye.